views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
Welcome to Foodie Down Bronx. I'm your host, Am the Hungry Dominican. This is the show highlighting the Bronx food scene and today's hottest influencers. So if you like to eat, stay tuned. From BronxNet to the world, this is Foodie Down Bronx. Welcome once again to the show, fellow viewers. Make sure you stay connected to us on Instagram at BronxNetTV, at Foodie Down Bronx, and follow me at The Hungry Dominican. On today's Valentine's-themed show, we're heading to the Bronx's very own romantically delicious neighborhood in Belmont, or what people consider to be the real Little Italy, where I explore my love of food. But before we take our trip down there, let's dig into some Chew News. If you're looking to have a nice, affordable Valentine's Day, the first ever Arthur Avenue Winter Restaurant Week kicked off on February 3rd, and it runs through February 13th. Academy Award-nominated Bronx actor Chaz Palminteri and the Consul General of Italy in New York, Francesco Genuardi, joined the Belmont bid at Antonio's Trattoria to celebrate the event. And last week, Mario's Restaurant hosted the inaugural kickoff. Let's check it out.
If you're looking for traditional, delicious Italian food, it's no secret that Little Italy in the Belmont section of the Bronx is where you have to go. And now you have a chance to enjoy Italian fare at a discounted price during Little Italy in the Bronx's inaugural Winter Restaurant Week. The event kicked off at Mario's Restaurant on Arthur Avenue.
People love this neighborhood. People love the ambiance and authenticity of Arthur Avenue. People love the restaurants and the food, and I'm proud to see the business owners return that love with Restaurant Week.
It's important, I think, for the neighborhoods to have some sort of a presence so that people can, know the neighborhoods. This is really a neighborhood, and we want people to come and understand and appreciate the vibrancy of the various communities within the borough, and this is one way to do it.
8 participating family-owned and operated Italian restaurants on the historic Arthur Avenue welcome visitors and locals to enjoy 3-course, prix-fixe lunch and dinners at discounted rates at this first ever Restaurant Week for Little Italy.
For the most part, we try and keep that old school Italian, grandma's cooking, the kind that fills your belly, makes you want to think that you're sitting at dinner with grandma.
I'm probably the young and smaller restaurant in this area, and I see a lot of people, they love us, and I like to participate with all these events and stuff like this happen in Arthur Avenue.
The restaurants, along with the Belmont Business Improvement District, aim to not only continue attracting tourists to the neighborhood, but urge locals to visit as well.
This neighborhood is a unique neighborhood in that, we're almost like a separate little island here. We're part of the Bronx, we're part of the city, but also part of the whole tri-state community, more or less, and we certainly get tons of visitors from out of the country, from the tri-state area, but I think there's a lot of people in the Bronx that haven't been up here yet, and this makes it a little easier, a little more affordable, and everyone's welcome. It's a party, so the more the merrier.
I tell everyone that they have to come here. They need to experience this. It's a bucket list. It's a bucket list thing. I mean, people look at me and laugh. I go, no. You have to come here. You have to walk through the neighborhood. You have to go into each and every shop, each and every restaurant, because the truth is everybody's friendly here. So even if you don't buy anything, you could talk to them. They'll tell you their story, their history, and you'll get that good experience.
Little Italy in the Bronx's inaugural Winter Restaurant Week will be taking place Monday through Thursdays between February 3rd to February 13th. For a list of participating restaurants and menus, visit BronxLittleItaly.com. Reporting for BronxNet, Sanji Lopez.
All right, folks, that is this week's Chew News, giving you a little food for thought. Stay tuned. When we return, we'll head out to the streets for some Valentine's Day grub. Foodie Down Bronx will be right back. yes, it's Valentine's Day. It's one of my favorite holidays to celebrate, right up there with Christmas and the Monday after the Super Bowl. A day full of love, flowers, chocolate, and if you play your cards right, good food. Here I am walking into the famed Arthur Avenue retail market located in the Belmont section of the Bronx. Many people consider this neighborhood the real Little Italy, and honestly, I'm gonna have to agree. Its beginnings date back to 1940, when this became the first enclosed market in the Bronx, kicking off with over 100 vendors. And 80 years later, you can still find some pretty great stuff here, including delicious coffee, all types of meats and cheeses, hearty sandwiches, fresh produce, and there's even a beer hall. One of the first vendors I made a beeline for is a gentleman who keeps a lot of chestnuts in his pockets, so don't be alarmed when he asks you to grab his nuts. Grab them and eat them, they are delicious. Though I'm still not sure how he keeps his nuts so warm, and quite frankly, I don't want to know. Peter's Meat Market is a must visit. Their cuts of meat will bring you to your knees, as evidenced here when I got down on my knees to take a gander at all that beauty. You know what, guys? I think I'm going to stay right here for a long, long time until someone gets really uncomfortable. I did some walking around and made sure to take in some of their fresh produce. I'm not really sure why I'm grabbing random things and sniffing them, but I see so many people doing the same thing, so I'm guessing there's a point. Yum, the scent of apple. You can even get some hand-rolled cigars here, and you and your partner can even take cigar rolling classes on Valentine's Day. You can find a great selection of chocolates here as well. So, stop getting your partner those pharmacy chocolates because trust me, they hate them as much as you think they do. And of course, there's the Bronx Beer Hall, serving up some delicious brews and good vibes. The perfect place to grab a before or after dinner drink when you're enjoying Little Italy's restaurant week that's going on until February 13th. Which naturally leads me to cheese, specifically the love cheese from Mike's Deli. Cheers, fellow viewers. Enjoy this tasty clip while I enjoy some of my sips.
The guys that keep the Bronx safe, you see? These are the best security guards we have in New York, right here on Arthur Avenue. Hey, you see who's here? M from Foodie Down Bronx.
Yeah,
on
that's right.
Bronx
I'm
Net.
from Foodie Down Bronx. Sorry.
Buddy, I heard you talking about love.
Yeah, I love love.
You love love. I love love too.
Yeah.
We're making cheese right now. We're making homemade fresh mozzarella, and then we're making the love cheese. You know what that is, Em?
The love cheese.
The love cheese is burrata.
Of course.
The shell of mozzarella filled with special Italian cream in the center guarantees action. If you're up to it, you come behind the counter. I'll show you how we do everything.
All right.
This is curd.
Curd, okay.
Butterfat, milk fat, rennet, whey. But this is the highest quality curd. No chemicals, no preservatives. And you see the motion I'm doing?
Yes.
I'm passing this through my guitarra, and I'm making these little strips. And in Italian, that word is mozzare.
Okay.
And that's where the name mozzarella comes from.
I didn't know that.
And now, you being a Bronx guy, why is my mozzarella so good?
Why is it so good?
Number one, I use the best quality curd. Number two, no chemicals, no preservatives. Number three, I'm doing it for 42 years. Number four, the Bronx water. It's the best. Questo è il primo bagno. In Italian, in Spanish, same thing. What's the bagno? The bath. So you see what I'm doing with my hands? I'm mozzare. I'm breaking it up into small pieces. Grab in there. Feel like you're grabbing a bella
give it a good
roll.
squeeze.
Go in there and grab and feel. You squeeze and you break it up. When you make cheese, you got to make love to the cheese. You got to be passionate.
Right.
So you feel how
Bring that intensity.
I'm breaking up all the lumps. Because now what we're going to do is we're going to pour off 80% of this water, and then we're going to put il secondo bagno. And that's the cooking process. Franco, si pronto, bello. Franco's going to pour off this water, and then we're going to put the boiling water on. And one of the other items we're going to make you is fresh mozzarella and then burrata.
Is the process similar for both cheeses?
So to make burrata, you need mozzarella.
Okay.
But the burrata center is what we're going to show you. It's very special.
Right.
Its nickname is called stracciatella.
Is that the part that oozes out?
Yes.
Yes.
We poured off 80% of that water. Whether you're making Dominican rice or Italian pasta, what do you add to the water when you cook?
Some salt.
Salt, correct. So this 10 pounds of curd, 4 ounces of salt. And what we're doing with that salt, this is just to help the cooking process.
Right.
So we're mixing that salt in, and that's our only bit of preservative. A lot of places add a chemical starter to keep the curd whiter, to keep it 35 days. We're happy with 2 weeks for our mozzarella. Franco, quando si prende acqua bollente? Franco comes from an area in Italy called Sardinia, one of the most exotic islands. We tease Franco that the milk of the sheep is more important than anything in Sardinia because they have one of the best sheep milk cheeses. The way we make mozzarella, they make a lot of sheep milk in Sardinia. So now, like a witch's brew, from side to side, I'm pulling the mozzarella.
Together.
And you see what I'm doing with my hands? I'm putting it together and casually, not roughly, molding it. And you see the stretching is very important. In Italian, the word is tira. You're pulling the cheese. Our goal is to take all these lumps out. And we're going to make this mozzarella silky.
Wow.
And it's going to be beautiful. So this is a first stretch. And then we're going to put it together again, and we're going to do the second stretch. And if you notice, look at that beautiful Bronx water. That's the way.
So how long did it take for this cheese to all of a sudden become this one sheet of cheese? Seems like it was a few seconds.
It just happened in seconds. That's
yeah,
exactly
that's amazing.
right.
That's so incredible. I've never seen that process before.
Now I'm kneading the dough. It's just like a bread dough. I'm taking I'm kneading and all the lumps are coming out. And now you can see the silkiness on the next lift. You'll see the difference. See how beautiful?
That's
It's
incredible.
coming down nice and easy, not too fast. If it's too fast, they're burning it. And when they burn it, the butter fat and the milk comes out. So you're gonna give me a hand. Hold that. Take a step back.
Got it.
And feed it.
Wow.
I get customers from New Jersey, they get confused, they think it's saltwater taffy. Take this section.
Wow, that's beautiful.
And again, this is just a kneading process. You turn that way, and I'll turn this way. And what we're doing is we're just stretching and taking the lumps out.
Gorgeous.
And that's good. And now we're ready to make mozzarella. Now you see the nice shine?
Yes.
That's when you know you have a beautiful mozzarella. So index and thumb is my tool to cut the mozzarella. Every time I cut, I'm sealing it.
Right.
This way the milk doesn't bleed out.
Right.
This way it stays centered and it's creamy and delicious. Speaking of delicious, you got to start. You're here. Let them know how soft and tender that mozzarella is. Now,
It's beautiful.
Gentile, gentile. From behind, nice and easy. I'm tucking and I'm sealing each time with the heel of my hand all around so I lock in all the juices. And then sealing the mozzarella with my index and my thumb and then locking in the juices. So now the milk doesn't leak out and the mozzarella stays beautiful and tender. And it goes into cool water.
That is a beautiful ball of mozzarella right there.
You guys gotta help me, come here. I know you guys love to eat. These guys are shopping here since they're little kids. Mange, they come here every day to eat. They're at Fordham University, they're the luckiest kids in America. Salads today or sandwiches? What'd you guys do? One day salad, one day sandwich.
Oh, okay. Good balance, guys. Keep it a good
These
balance.
are Bronx kids. And I appreciate them coming every day.
I gotta say, your process of making cheese kind of reminds me of that scene in Ghost with Demi and Patrick when they're doing the clay.
Kind of, but I don't want you between my legs.
I mean, why not, Dave? Come on now. But this is actually it's a wonderful process to watch. It is kind of hypnotizing too.
It's kind of cool.
It's very, very cool.
Passionate. If you have passion and you like to eat, you understand why. When you come to the Bronx, it's the only place you can see stuff like this because nobody else gets it. It's too much work. Everybody wants a machine to do the work.
Right.
Now, in Italian or Spanish, how do you say mouth?
Boca.
Boca. All my life, cállate la boca,
Cállate la boca. Yes.
Big mouth. But a mouth-sized mozzarella is a bocconcini. It's a twist, it's tough, and a pull. And there's your bocconcini, and you seal the ends. And now that bocconcini, why I'm showing it to you, is because this is the center of the burrata also.
I see.
It's how you make stracciatella. And you're gonna help me to make stracciatella.
Perfect.
So, bocconcini are baby mozzarella, mouth-sized mozzarella. If you open the bocconcini up, and then what you're going to do is we're going to strip the bocconcini. Kind of like American kids call string cheese.
Right, okay.
You're going to strip this down for me. So you continue stripping them down, I'll open them up for you.
Got it. So Dave, let me ask you, you seem like a pretty romantic dude. You have any suggestions for people for Valentine's Day when they're here at Arthur Avenue Retail Market?
So, the Burrata platter, we're going to prepare one for you, and that's always number one. People, when they come to Arthur Avenue, we tease they get wine muscles because they like to come and taste the homemade style wine, have a little antipasto with it, and that's really the way to say I'm on Little Italy.
Right. Oh, that looks
so
amazing.
now, this is called stracciatella.
Stracciatella.
Stracciatella. Now we're going to center this in the middle of our burrata. So the mozzarella I made, I open it up like a pizza. So this was one whole mozzarella cut in half. You open it up, gentile, gentile. Then we approximate, it's a little over a quarter of a pound portion, but it weighs more because of...
So this is how it's done.
You're gonna hold that for me.
Oh, that's amazing, okay.
You're gonna do the centering.
Okay, got it.
Shake
Plopping
it out.
right there.
You got it. Now,
Awesome.
tira, I'm pulling, and I'm sealing the ends. And I'm sealing the ends.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And then it's like a double tuck so no juice, no cream comes out. Now I'm going to show you a couple more things, then we're going to go right to our burrata platter because I want you to get a lot of action for Valentine's Day. All right, action doesn't mean just one thing, my friend. I was taught by my father. My father's way of life, you don't take a woman out for one thing. You go to eat, drink, dance. It was about an experience. It was about having a good time. And you know what? To the day he died, that's how he lived. Every day of his life was an experience. So you have to enjoy it as much as you want them to enjoy it.
Now, can you tell me a little bit about your father? I know he passed away.
We lost my father almost a year ago. In March, it'll be a month shy of his 90th birthday. And his life was wine, women, and mozzarella. He really was. That's
perfect.
He started working here in the late 40s, and he worked until 2 years ago when he was 87.
Man full of love, I'm assuming?
He had a lot of love, but he had a lot of passion. It was more about he came here every day because customers were his friends. It wasn't just business. He came here to see the customers. He came here to see the employees. He really enjoyed, it was his way of life. To come in the morning early, If you weren't here by 6:30, it was late to him.
Right, right.
And he would cause a ruckus sometimes, but at the same time, it was really amazing. Really amazing. So we say we didn't lose him. He's still here watching over. We have some ghosts in this place, but they're good ghosts.
Okay.
He's here every day. I'm going to show you now what we do with the scamozza. And I'm going to do piccole scamozza.
Torch.
For the piccole.
What's about to happen?
You see these scamozzas because they're all natural. We get a couple baby scamozzas and look what we do with them. You could be in charge of this.
Fair enough.
Hold that.
Will do.
See what's happening? Just like a marshmallow.
It's awesome.
And now smell that. Don't put your nose too close. All natural, no chemicals. This is a roasted mozzarella. Very different than a smoked mozzarella. The skin, like I described to you, is all natural. So when you taste the taste of this, you'll see it's delicious. It's not overpowering. Sometimes smoked mozzarella for some people is too overpowering.
Right.
Taste. Mangia.
It's beautiful.
So these are some of the things you do with mozzarella for Valentine's Day. You know, not everybody has a torch in their house, but over a fire it works well, or on the kitchen stove. This is an antipasto platter. And this is something we do here at Mike's Deli. And this is, as you say, just for picking. Sopressata, sausage, pecorino, prosciutto di Parma. You Dominican men get this. The prosciutto's like a woman. It needs a little fat on it to be sweet, my friend. It makes a difference. It makes a difference. These items, sopressata, you want to see fat.
Yes.
When people say, oh, I have the leanest one, there's no flavor.
Right.
Leaner means it absorbs the salt more and it's not good for you.
So you want that little marble
that
there.
That fat, the marbling in the fat,
Yeah.
now that fat absorbs the salt, it sweats. When it sweats, the salt leaks out. This product's less salty, it's more tasty. So people come here and they'll either get a Prosecco, a white wine, a homemade style red, and they start picking with this. Then that burrata platter, we're gonna finish it here. I want you to finish it so you understand what the burrata platter is about. Now, the way we serve it, we get a toast point, we get a little radicchio, we cut 1/2 of burrata into sixths. Prosciutto di Parma is my favorite. It's the fatty one you tasted. This is speck.
Yes,
we
I love
roasted this
speck.
on the fire, and we put this on top of the grill a second. And now when you taste the crispy speck, so we don't do bacon bits on Arthur Avenue, we do crispy speck. So when you
Such
ask
great
about
flavor.
Italians, the passion that goes involved into a little ingredient, there's a lot to go into this. So a little shake of salt and pepper is very important. And now if you help me, you can put the pieces of speck, you want to strategically put them all around. And then you break a few pieces on top. Now,
So this could definitely be for someone on a first date here.
oh, wait,
right?
we're not done though.
Okay.
We're not done. My own truffle oil. We were bragging about Sonia Toscana. I go to Tuscany, and this is one of the items I get from this. This is a truffle oil that's 100% truffle, and this is one of their best products. Extra virgin oil that's infused with truffles. And then there's another product they get me from Modena, Italy, and we add a little drizzle. So you have antipasto, your second glass of wine, and the burrata platter. How could you not have a great Valentine's Day? Manj, I want you to try it.
I'm gonna go for this bad boy.
You look hungry. You gonna try this? Isn't that delicious? So this is what we call the love cheese. This is the burrata. We were featured on a few different programs, but now Mike Nobby's got us on Bronx Net, and you're gonna see a lot of people are gonna love it. How's that flavor?
It's amazing. First bite in, just freshness,
Got
packed with
a
flavor.
little wine with it. Anna, thank you so much. So, M, this is
Dave.
God's blood or my father's favorite blood.
Cheers, sir.
Salute.
Salud.
Good luck with yourself, your
Thank you
career,
so much.
and I want you to have a great Valentine.
You as well, sir.
And think of us any way we can help you.
Thank you, sir.
Salute.
Salud.
We're in the heart of the Bronx on Arthur Avenue in front of our fish market, which has been here from about 1921, which my grandfather started. The best shopping area in the whole United States. We've been voted as the best. And as any place you go, any of these stores that you go to, the people are friendly, They're healthful, they'll tell you how to cook things, and you get great value, and you can get anything you want on Arthur Avenue. What we try to do here is have the best fish available. If it's not fresh, we don't sell it. My brother goes to the Fulton Market every day about 2 o'clock in the morning to get the freshest fish possible. Most of the fish comes from up and down the East Coast, and we do get a lot of fish now from Europe, from Italy. Fish is very healthy for you. It's light, it's easy to digest, and the salmon, and there's a few other fish too that have a lot of the omega-3 oils, which is very popular too. The reason why people come here is because we have the cleanest fish market around. The fish is super fresh, we're courteous, and we'll clean the fish, we'll take all the bones out, we'll open up clams, we'll skin the eels, we'll prepare the bacala, soak the bacala for you, which makes it a lot easier to cook. We'll do everything, whatever you want on the fish, we'll do for you. We have raw clams and raw oysters, and we have a shrimp cocktail bar here, and they're very popular now. Oysters especially popular, clams too. So you could have clams and oysters while you're waiting for your fish to be cleaned if you want, or just have clams and oysters.